Hello, GeoTrig kids. How are you? We are going to talk about section 2.1. Today we're talking about patterns and inductive reasoning. That is the topic. And here's a little paragraph. You don't have to write it down. Just look it over. I'll read it to you. It says, will your car start tomorrow? Well, if it has started every morning since you bought it, you would reason that it would start again tomorrow. When you reason that what has happened before will happen again, without exception, you're using what we call inductive reasoning. We actually did that in class today when we were doing our starter. We looked at what the perpendicular bisectors did on the first two triangles, and we reasoned that it would probably do the same thing in the third triangle. Of course, in that case, our reasoning was partially right, but partially wrong. But inductive reasoning is using patterns, using things that you've noticed, that you observed, and then making guesses or conjectures. A couple of key vocabulary words. A conjecture is an unproven statement or a guess based on observations, so based on things that you see, and you can make a guess at it. Inductive reasoning is when you observe data and you recognize patterns and you make conjectures based on your observations or from your observations. Here's a couple of examples for you. You can pause the video to copy them down if you need to. Let me just read them off to you. Use the pattern to make a conjecture. If the pattern is 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, then you might be able to make a conjecture as to what you think the next number is or the next three numbers are. So you can pause the video and take a guess at it. Turn it back on and I'll show you the answer. So the numbers here, the conjecture might be that the next number is 13. You might have found the pattern. You add these two numbers and it gives you the next number. Add these two, it gives you the 5. Add the 5 and the 3, it gives you the 8. Add 8 plus 5, it gives you the 13. So that was your conjecture. If you look at this pattern, you can pause it if you'd like to and see the next one in the sequence. If you're looking at this is one dot, here's 3 dots. So you could even write that underneath. 1 dot, 3 dots, 6 dots. And here you added 2, here you added 3. So you're probably going to add 4 to it. So your next number would have 10 dots in it. You could make it like a bowling, like the pin set up in a bowling alley. Here's a pattern. The first 4 students have brown eyes. So if you look down, if you're the teacher and you look down the row and you say hey, the first 4 students have brown eyes, the conjecture would probably be, well then all the students must have brown eyes. Just based on your observations, you can make guesses. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that's a right answer or a right guess. It just means you can make guesses. So those are the meat of our notes today, or it's pretty short, like I was saying, only 2 slides here. So it's pretty short. But there is one more slide that I want to show you. So if you need to pause the video and write these down, do that. And let me move to the next slide. And there's just 3 more examples, or 4 more examples for you. It says, describe each pattern and find the next term in the sequence. I'm going to let you look them over. Look over the patterns. There's 3 of them right there. The 4th one is just an observation that you need to make. And the first person in each period that comes in and gives me an answer to one of them, you don't have to give me the answer to all 4, just give me the answer to one. First person to give me the answer to A, first person to give me the answer to B, first person to give me the answer to C, first person to give me the answer to D will get some candy. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.